Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
What? 180! Ricky! Louie! Check four!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fun. Want to impose their will on the defense? What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Super one.
2nd and 5 now. Goff letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Tighten up. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Looking to throw. McMahon, and able to find Kirk complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Slam. Hey, alert 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Keep grip.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, lock him. He's crashing.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's gone. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Gallup, 53 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice session, 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, it's Owens, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Sam off. Christone Travis on the ball. Double free defense. Alert flat. Hard. Slam. Check 99. Rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Moody base. Check 56. Roll out. Stop here, King. Blue draw Corker. Check 9. Check 9.
On third down, McMahon. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Eagles 3.
Go now. 50, plant. Skip the ball. Leo. Check 13. Check 13. Score. You got tape. Hey. Check 43. Sponge. Hey, ready.
Throwing on first down. McMahon. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
60 Pittsburgh. 56. Hey, exit. Go.
They'll run on first down. Owens. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. Look at me. Go. 5. Check 24. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. McMahon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hot. 180. Hey, kill. Let's put that team on the clock. 922, he's coming. Hey, Delta. Get in the white room. Mike 22, my God.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And Diggs has it. And he has another first down. As they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
25 yards on the play. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, lift. 56.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. This is Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd and
9. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
11.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Value 3. X3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
He wasn't ready.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Go! Back! 5.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye.
Check 52. He's coming.
On 3rd down, Hines. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. jmims taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McMahon, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Off play action. McMahon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Back to throw. McMahon. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be able to get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Super. Hey, Echo.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Steve 6.
A shotgun snap for gone. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now, it's Owens, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Go now. 15, 1.
Off the play fake. McMahon is going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone. Deep ball.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Eagles call on the here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Check 5.
Goff now looks to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hold on. Check.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Hines. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Charlie!
Throwing on third, gone. Left side caught by Diggs. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Shell! We're good! What? Slam! 4 down! Smooth! Rush in! What?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Goff. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 24, check 24. Bravo! Check safety. Yo, faster!
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 31, check. Squeeze. Left three. Watch the safety creep. Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Ready?
On 1st and 10, McMahon. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McMahon. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle. And he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Shift. Go, 12, go. What's that? Two.
Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
56, right there. 56. I got you.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Looking to throw. McMahon. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 37, check
To throw on third down. McMahon, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Check it out, Reed. Hey, box drop. Check four.
On fourth down, McMahon. Open man is Kirk, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Check. Hey, R7.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the fourth quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing. It's late.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get...